it's Kat, and I'm about to clean out my closet for you. Did you think that I was actually vlogging? No, my arm is not that steady, but that would be pretty cool. It looks like I'm vlogging though, right? I got coffee. I'm coming in hot with a cleaning out your closet video. So if you guys are aware, may or may not be, I did a week of cleaning and organization challenge where pretty much I put together a schedule for Monday through Sunday, and every single day we are doing a different cleaning and organization challenge around your room. So today is Saturday and we are cleaning out the closet. Ow. I did vlog like the whole week, but I thought that I would do a specific video to this just because I want to be able to go a little bit more in depth and kind of give you an outline for the step-by-step checklist I provided in the schedule. Which, speaking of, if you wanted to do the challenge but you have not already, you totally can. Just go to my website, katmaytv.com, and then under challenges, choose organization and cleaning, and you will be able to download it, watch a video about it, get some information about it. Oh, before I leave this video, if you are new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and definitely turn my notifications on, because I don't know if it's true or it's just something that people have been saying, but I've been hearing a lot that YouTube is not actually sending everybody's videos into your subscription box. I actually had a girl comment saying that she didn't see my video in her subscription box, so I don't know. Turn on the bell, and that way you know for sure that you will be notified when I upload a video, so you never miss out if you don't want to miss out on my videos. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it and if you like these clean with me type videos. And also you should follow me on Instagram. I'm super duper active on there, so follow your girl. And that's about it. So I love y'all, and let's get into cleaning out my closet. So a quick overview of my closet. This dress, if you're wondering, you may have seen it on my Instagram story. I did purchase it for a wedding that I'm going to. It's from Windsor, if you were wondering. It's absolutely stunning. And then the rest of my closet, this is what it looks like. We'll kind of dive into everything, but this is dirty laundry. That's a corner that we have to take care of. Got some coats, more clothes, bunch of stuff up there, bunch of stuff up there. This is so pretty. I love this dress so much. This dress will go back to hang here because I'm just keeping it here until next week when I wear it to the wedding. But for the purpose of this video, I'll move it like over there so that it doesn't take up space when I'm trying to clean out my closet. Step number one is to take all of the clothing items out of your closet, because that's most likely the first and main thing you see when you go into your closet, and separate it into 4 piles. I have the schedule with the checklist right here. So sort all clothing items into 4 piles. Keep, put in storage, give away or sell, and throw away. Now I completely understand the struggle of trying to decide if you want to keep an item of clothing or not, because it can be pretty difficult. But I have 4 questions that I like to ask myself anytime I'm trying to get rid of stuff and declutter my closet. Does it fit properly? Because if it doesn't fit properly, chances are you will not ever choose to wear it. And if you do, you're going to feel like it's too tight or too loose, or that it doesn't flatter you. Probably not very comfortable, and so you're going to end up being miserable anyways, and you should have just chosen a different item of clothing to wear, so you might as well not have it in your closet in the first place. Number 2, would I buy a similar piece if I didn't already own this one? And this is actually like my favorite question to ask myself when I'm trying to decide to keep something or not, because I'm like, oh, well, okay, if I saw this in the store, would I buy it again? And if I wouldn't buy it again, if I didn't already own the similar piece, then there's no point in keeping it because I clearly don't love it that much. And number 3 is, does it bring me joy? Which I know is kind of cheesy, but you also want to weed out those items that it's kind of just like blah, you know what I mean? Like some items of clothing, you're like, yes, I love this. And those are the ones you want to fill your closet with. And number 4, can I think of an outfit I'd wear it with? If you can't think of anything you'd actually wear it with, I'd say you have 2 options. One, you could go out and purchase other pieces of clothing that you could wear with it. But if you don't want to do that, or if it's one of those items that's kind of difficult to match with something, you might want to just get rid of it, because there's no point in having it take up your closet if you're never actually going to wear it. Okay, so I have my 4 piles so far. This is just stuff from the that was hanging. I will deal with all of that stuff once I figure out this stuff, just because I need more room in my bed, you know what I mean? So these are all clothes that I'm keeping. These are clothes that I will be giving away. I'm just gonna ask my sisters if they want to look through it. This is literally the only thing so far that I'm gonna put into storage. And then obviously there will be some stuff up there. And then this actually has to be thrown out. It's got this mark, like pink mark, and I put it in the dryer before I realized So it's in there. It's in there good. Another one up there. And as far as the clothes that you're giving away, I definitely recommend giving them to a sibling if you have any that would take your clothes. One, because it's just a nice thing to do. But two, you know that if you ever wanted to borrow it again, you can just go to them and be like, hey, I need that shirt back. And then of course, donating or selling your old clothes is also great. Just anything so that they don't take up space in your closet anymore if you're not actually wearing them. So I moved those piles out of the way and then headed up to the top shelf of my closet, took everything out, put it on my bed. And again, I sorted it into 4 piles: keep, storage, donate, and throw out. Something I do want to mention, which I feel is really important. So this little sweater right here is cute and it's comfortable, I guess, but there's something about it. Like, I've had this for a little while and there's something about it I don't love, but it is Calvin Klein. And so part of me is like, oh, I can't get rid of this or give it away. It's Calvin Klein. Like, it's a nice brand. I want to keep it. So if you have a piece of clothing or accessory or anything that you're like on the cuff with, you're like, I don't really wear it that much, I don't use it that much, but I don't want to give it away because it's this nice brand and it costs a lot of money or something, ask yourself, if I didn't know that this was Calvin Klein, would I like it? Like, would I buy this or would I keep it? So that's when it's like, well, wait a second, Kat, if you wouldn't wear it if it wasn't Calvin Klein, why are you going to wear it if it is Calvin Klein? Makes no sense. A brand name is just a brand name. So if you are only holding on to a piece of clothing or accessory or something because of their brand name, maybe rethink it. Now, my biggest hack when it comes to putting sweatshirts in or really anything in a container like this, especially because I'm going to put it all the way up there, is to have them facing this way instead of layering them on top of each other. That way you can easily see which sweaters you have. And I know it will take a couple extra seconds when you have to put it back to like stick it in neatly, but I think it's worth it because then they're all super organized. So now I have all of the clothing items that will be going back in my closet on my bed. Everything else has been taken care of. And it is time to go through all of the non-clothing items in my closet. So I took everything and put it on the floor just so I could easily see what I had in there and what I needed to organize. You can see I had this green bin, which I love using to organize. I did have scarves in it, but of course now the spring and summer is coming, so I don't need those anymore. I decided to just put my pads and tampons in there. I know, kind of weird, especially because I also put my mic in there. Really weird combination. Here I'm tackling this corner, which I'm not gonna lie was a little overwhelming because there was just so much stuff, like random stuff thrown back there. But my biggest tip when tackling any overwhelming section is to separate it into piles. If you just take it item by item and put each item into a different pile and then at the end like deal with each pile, it's going to make the entire process much more manageable. Okay, so now everything that is going to be going back into my closet is over here. These are all my non-clothing items that go back in. These are all the clothing items that go back in. This is just my laundry baskets. But of course, before I put everything back in, I gotta vacuum it. I am going to move everything out to vacuum it. Update. Ew, I'm like embarrassed to show this on camera. Do you see how disgusting that is?
Kiss me hard, forget them judging eyes. Who cares about what is to come? No, I don't fear the night. Let's show him what it is to be alive.
And now it is time to put it all back in. Now, really keep in mind, you don't want to just throw stuff back in your closet or put it somewhere just because that's just where you put it. Take the time to strategically decide where each item should go. That way, when you're going into your closet to look for a shirt or for shoes or a necklace or whatever it is, you know exactly where it is and it's in a place that's very easy for you to access. For example, your most worn clothing items should probably be more towards the front of the closet, and maybe long dresses or coats that you don't wear that much can be in the back. And if everything in your closet has a place, it's going to be 10 times easier to keep it from becoming a total mess and keeping it nice and clean and organized, because when you're done wearing something, you know exactly where you have to go to put it back. Yay, it's done! Look how clean it is. I thought I would quickly go through and just kind of show you what I keep in each section of the closet to give you an idea of how I organize. So back here, I keep all of my dresses, and that's just because there's not really anything down at the bottom, so they can like, the long ones can fall all the way down. And then right after my dresses, right here, I have some cardigans. There's like 4 of them. My one colored shirt, and then I go into sweaters. Sweaters, and then my sweaters kind of transition into like just long sleeve tops. So then I have a couple long sleeve tops right here, and then I have a 3/4 length sleeve shirt. And then I have one t-shirt. Oh, this t-shirt should go over here. I got some t-shirts, and then these are all like my summery tank tops. And then over here I just have some blazers, a little jacket. And obviously it's the winter, so I won't need anything too crazy, but those are nice to wear for work because my work has the air conditioning blasting, so it gets very cold. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget, give a big thumbs up. And of course, click that subscribe button so that you never miss any more videos from me, and that notification bell so that you actually get every single video and you know you're getting every single video. And that's all I have to say. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.